Astralis don't move a muscle. They haven't all round since getting that opening kill. Grim with a gamble, he's alone on B. He does have that kit, but in a retake like this, it could be pretty difficult. Astralis have all the utility for a full execute. We know their B plays with the smokes or the mollies can be tantalizing. And so can Grim put a stop to it? Can Grim do anything as Astralis set up towards B?
Oh, the pressure is going to be on for old mate Grim. Those smokes raining in. And out here in international waters where Grim, not quite as proven as the rest of his team, well, he will just have to concede this bomb site for now. Bit of damage through the smoke, but it really is nothing to write home about here for Liquid. This pistol now kind of hanging in the balance, and it's Astralis who are looking good. Liquid already falling off with Naf. He's going back to check the flank, and yeah, grabbing that USP on his little journey. Swing from Elige, doesn't find anything, and now, oh, it's looking like an Astralis pistol. It's looking like they should have this locked in. There will be a bit of a response from Twist, but the time's already too far gone, right? They still have enough, but you would need all these kills so damn quickly. And look, Astralis just aren't giving you anything. They swing it together. Yeah, they're not sweating yet, but they do have this triple setup to contest with. Stewie lining up a flashbang for the rest of his team just to try and blindside Astralis. And that's the thing. For these Danes, while they're more than familiar with the kind of style that Nitro used to call, Stewie could be a bit of a new challenge altogether. There's that swing from Stewie 2K, and it's left in this 4-on-4. Now the stack at B is getting dismantled. Stewie running through the smoke. It's actually Naf, rather, helped out by Elige on this wrap with the Deagle. And he was one of the players who stepped up yesterday. Well, he's trying to get this pistol round off to a rip-roaring beginning, and it's left to Zip. Back turn to the man in the pool, and Twist takes his head off. Team Liquid.
No more smokes left for Liquid either. They can't stall this much longer. Naf has the Molotov on the A site. It's coming down to Grim and Stewie. SMGs galore. That 1 AK of Zip coming up to try and trade Glaive, who's going to be leading in with a Tech 9.
Both playing anti-flash, and now they hear the footsteps. The flash is good, but opened up to Grim in CT. He keeps it even. And there are rotations already on their way round for Liquid. This 4-on-4 has given Astralis a bit of a chance, however. Grim doing what he can to keep Team Liquid in this retake, and now they're posted up, right? They're waiting on the outside of this site for the smokes to fade. They're waiting as well for Twist to throw this flash in so they can look to explode into the site on the retake. Now, time is ticking away from them. There's that flash, and it's lights out for the players back inside, but not for this AK at Banana. Twist's doing what he can. It's a nice little double. Oh, and a third at that. Left to Device, down to the 1v1. Naf tapping the bomb, and Device is in with the swing. But that's given up a bit of the game now. If you're Liquid, you've heard these two smokes go in. You know there's at least two people here hugging this long corner. And so we see Stewie peeling back round from B, now waiting at Arch side. Astralis going to regroup over here at short, and this is where that double pit setup could be so deadly. Glaive leading the charge, doesn't check the pit, but a few missed shots from Twist, and it's a little bit ugly. Naf now giving up his aim of the game, that he is here, and Glaive getting into the graveyard, but look at Stewie, he's gone out, he's denied the bomb plant. 20 seconds, and time now becomes the concern for Astralis. Stewie trying to beat them with the clock. Naf just looking to buy time from the pit, but he's not able to do so. And so Magis will regain control of this bomb. He's going to get it down just in time. Still a chance for Liquid as they move in on the retake. This rifle still standing, still up, and looking to try and best Glaive in the graveyard, but he's just not giving up anything, and there's the double swing. Grim's put down as well, and Astralis, they're on to 3. They get the convert. And looking at the A site, outside of the one flashbang on Elige, that's all Team Liquid have to try and slow this down. And it's already been thrown into the apartments. That flash gets nothing done for Liquid, so now you're relying on the aim, and the aim alone. There's the support from Naf to bail Twists out, and Naf's putting on a bit of a show. There's no time for Magisk. Astralis, they get swept under the rug by Team Liquid there. Naf makes it look easy with that crossfire between the balcony player and him. They'll put that second round on the board for Liquid.
Looking to retake it in an instant. Grim lining the flash. Stewie again tucked in a little off angle. They're not ready for this. He's behind the sandbags. But Glaive can see him. There it is. Poking out. The flash is late. Grim is alone. And Astralis could just commit and take him down at the back of the site.
Yeah, that's exactly what Liquid are worried about. They're already pulling players around. They're freaking out. There's the flash to try and set Grim up, but he peeks a little early. And through the smoke, Magisk actually wipes them out. So Grim is all alone. Finally, there's a bit more supportive utility, but they still best Grim in the head-to-head. He has have given Liquid a bit more stock in this retake, a bit of a fighting chance. It's Naf and Twist left on the other side, and that CT smoke having to get replenished by Astralis. There is a bit of a gap in it. Naf will deny the bomb plant as well through the smoke, and now there is a real opportunity for Liquid to somehow pull this back from the brink of defeat. Device with the swing, cannot get it done, and Team Liquid tie us up at 4-4. That is unreal, man.
Will likely be retaking some semblance of B control. Stewie has to smoke that Molotov. Oh no, it doesn't work. It goes in deep and he burns to a crisp. It was bullets or fire, and Stewie couldn't pick which. It's a 5-on-3. Astralis running round behind B. Grim needs something heroic, and jumping through the smoke. Device can trade him, and that's just the round there and then. That is an unfortunate series of events for Stewie.
And now suddenly a 4-on-3. They're enticed, they're interested. They're trying to give Stewie a chance to shine on this AWP. They've boosted him up and over, and he's been given a chance to find this pit player. That's Magis knocked out of the round. Zip and Device. This was looking so good for Astralis, and now we're really relying on this flank from Device to come through, and come through it shall in glory as Device puts up 6 for Astralis. He saves the day. Well, that molly complicates things for Twist. He smokes it off, but now they know he's here, and he is trapped in a cage of his own making, trying to get out. Does get ahead of this smoke, and is given a bit more room to fight than Astralis could be ready for. There's one for Twist, and the wrap from Elige is well timed and well played. He's in with a double. Oh, make it a third, and he might end this whole thing. It's him and Twist coming together in a blaze of glory. 6 on the board for Liquid.
Naf long AWP. And Magic's selling B. Will the bomb go back and join him? It's a double CT setup for Liquid. That will at least speed up the rotations if they want to give this a go on A, and that certainly seems like the play for Astralis. More smokes in, plenty of time to get up into the site. They're going to try and wrap the long side. They force Naf off with Yorp. Due to them being down an A player, he's gone through that smoke again, and Device catches him coming right back. B is open for the taking. Stewie's in spawn. Are Astralis ready for it? They're doubling back in middle. They're not going to wrap B with Magis. They're going to take short instead, where only Twist sits.
Oh, the flash is brutal, leaves him blind. The spray, while it is good for one, that's all he can muster. And it falls to Stewie. Now, he has bypassed this player wrapping CT. Oh. They don't know he's here. They don't know that he's in the site. Dupree needs to win this. And indeed he will, just about, but that becomes so important, essentially, for Stewie there.
Now Astralis back up for what should be a B execute with this long lurk player. Naf, no AWP, caught out in the flash, and Twist blind as well. It's a perfect flash banger from Glaive, and Device even catches Grim reaggressing. It looked like an A play, and now it will be. Astralis had the bomb and banana, but with all those kills going their way, there's only Stew to stop him, and he can't do much, finding Device, but the A site is lost.
Yeah, this is looking like that 9-6 solidified, right? And Stewie, he's kind of having to come to terms with that now during this this closing time, or the bomb's ticking away. They're even hunting him, and they'll find him. It's the clash of the IGLs there to round out that half.
And Liquid already have to deal with a 3-man hold, as Astralis have sent Zip right back on the long side. And this, you know, when this execute comes in, they can fast flank. Astralis can come in on a big mid-wrap. Liquid need kills, and they need them now. They need to overrun this A site.
Oh, they don't spot the balcony player, and so as a result, Dupree and Magis just get away with an absolute slaughter. Oh, no one's even looking. Magis is raining death down from above, and he can't believe it.
And you'll notice Dupree's already begun to rotate right back. They've read into this one well. Liquid, oh no, they're walking into a 4-man setup. The question is, will Astralis get there in time? There's still that long smoke down. Liquid are walking up short with only 2 in the site. I say only, it's Magis and Device.
No, Device hidden in that smoke up on the balcony now. Magis looking to make a bit of a stand. Oh, how's he gotten away with that? There's a bit of a response coming through from Elige and Naf. And so now Astralis still looking to make this retake happen. Low on time, but with the kit on Zip, that certainly helps out. They look to separate these fights, and they jump shot Elige out of it. Naf, only good for one of them. And the defuse going to come through with seconds to spare. It's Zip, the last man standing, and he is the man with that kit as well. The retake coming in.
Now joining his teammates back on a 3-on-2. Somewhat of a favorable fight for Liquid. They still have that AK left on Grim as well. The problem is the lack of utility. dupreeh just tucked down in the pit, unwavering, unmoving. Stewie needs a dig shot, and he does deck him. Zip finds a lead on long. He's got to hold strong. Oh, he's so low. Stewie with a deagle. Can't finish the job. Missed shots. AK picked up, and the time is ticking away. Zip is stalling like a madman, giving nothing to Stewie 2K. And this is embarrassing as Astralis make Liquid look like fools. It's Zipnix with 4.
There's a gap in this match, just with the one-way peeking through it, and Molly is going to force him to take these fights, but he just stands in it. He's fighting to the death, and Molly does burn out. There's still another man down in the pit. That's where Stewie and Twist collapse into the site, and in doing so, this should be them at least staying afloat, at least keeping this game alive that much longer. They need a pretty clean round here. And so Astralis backing off, showing the respect. That's something that Liquid are going to be very, very happy about.
And now Liquid, an opener, maybe another, a missed shot for Stewie. The orb does tag him down. Device firing off on this A site. Liquid know that they have him trapped in default. They're going to double wrap back towards this CT spawn, looking to take over B. Zip getting run down with the orb. The nade is good, but Naf with a trade, and this bomb is still waiting back in middle. Naf does another entry towards that B site, and that should surely open things up for Liquid. All they know about is Device. They've lost dupreeh, and that's why they're questioning this commitment into B, but with Device feeding the beast of Stewie on his second, now they know B is likely open. Ooh.
He'll back off for a moment. Twist even going up through top mid, trying to deny these rotations, but they've got to get into B. That's what it's all hinging on now. Glaive flashing himself for the wide swing, but he's not good for anything as Stewie provides the second opener to Team Liquid. This bomb now going down, and this is where Twist can look to get activated because Astralis is saving. And so for Liquid, it's back to a desperate B play, an attempt to hold on, to keep this comeback roaring to life. The flashes are in. Oh. It's Glaive and Zip putting on a bit of a show, but Stewie once again is in with the openers, and Twist is actually looking to extend this into a 2-on-2, is trying to peek over that CT smoke. Now that it's faded, he's had to drop down to oranges. He's out here on a bit of a limb all alone. Stewie is the man to try and reclaim. Oh. Out through CT goes Device, and it's all left onto Twist. 1 versus 3. He fell down here earlier, and now he's got to put on a bit of a show, but he can't. Device, curtains closed, and Astralis are on to 15. Map point solidified. It takes them a little while to get there, but eventually they do break Liquid down.
Grim still eats damage. Flashed up through the Molotov. Device should have heard this. The flash is good. Glaive checks, and yeah, Grim is caught fully blinded. Stewie hits Device and takes a leg in the process. Still standing tall, but the M4 should finish the job. And Glaive with the mow down for Astralis. He perishes. No ace today. It's Twist alone, and this should be a lost round, a lost map. Astralis running rampant, running wild on Inferno. It may have not been as clean as could be, but they close it out in style nonetheless. We'll be looking to go 2-0 up in this grand final. If they did do so, heading into Dust 2 to close, things could get scary for Liquid.
Yeah, I think right now there's going to be a lot of pressure on these AWPs in particular to show up. But let's get into the pistol because it's already underway, and Team Liquid have tried to come in with a bit of a classic B rush, and dupreeh, he's seen a million of these, and so he's just absolutely laying waste to Liquid. Naf will come in with a response, but dupreeh's done them so dirty, and there's the wrap from Device as well to really drive this one home. Astralis, they stop Liquid in their tracks. They try and throw a bit of a classic play their way. So Team Liquid going to be relying on winning some of these opening fights. They don't really have it in the tank to throw too many complicated fakes the way of Astralis. And with Device already opening up, that's a whole belt of utility gone. Oh, and another. Man, forget about the utility. They just need players, and they're losing them left and right. Device, with his AUG, absolutely laying waste to Team Liquid. Oh, he might just get another. Stay away from him. Get out of mid. It belongs to Device. He's 8-0, 166 ADR. And it's only Grim left. This round has barely even began, and it's over for Team Liquid.
Any ace? Oh, not today. Grim punishes. He doubles down. He makes it interesting, but the nade, the dunk down. Look Look at this angle as well, boosted on the shelf. Stewie checks it, but the orc just tears him apart. Oh, the spray is fantastic as well. Twist trying to come in with the trade. There's two players here, but Naf has caught them on a great timing on that lug. Twist can't trade. The tech taps him back, and Naf trapped at the back.
How's he gotten out?
No idea.
Dupree lives to tell the tale, and what a tale it is. No one's going to believe him when he brings this one back up. There's very little you can hope to do to counter this kind of confidence that we're seeing out of Astralis. Strategies, they're tangible. They're something you can work against. But confidence, man, that's something different altogether. Device, even repositioning. Look, they're so keen to fight. Like, look at where Device is. He is out on an island. He's here alone, and he's striking players off the tally. Ooh, almost in with the time, and Elige having to go through the fire, through the flames. And we'll deliver the trade and the opener as well. Pace picked up, but Dupree, so often been the nuisance over at long, just isn't giving up an inch. And so he'll put 7 up on the board, keeping this flawless streak going for Astralis. Interesting little kind of wall of smokes that really does separate some of these fights. Glaive extending in front of it. Now this leaves him open not only to this challenge here, but when he tries to fall back, he could fall prey to Naf in the toilet. No danger of that because Device is providing Overwatch. There's Glaive in with one, and Device, Deagle out, looking for the last remaining player. It's Stewie up against him, and Device isn't missing a beat. And so finally, Liquid actually have a chance to maneuver, a chance to try and play around a call that Stewie makes. Now it's extended even further thanks to that push from Glaive, and that's put a lot of pressure on this B bomb site. So look at Device. He's rotated down. He's anxious about this B site play. And so they've entrusted all of A onto Dupree. He spots the utility, he spots the nade. That's Device's call to rotate back up. But Dupree's got to be the man to deliver in the short term. Only good for one. Finally, Liquid could break the curse. Missed shot from Device, gives up the aim of the game for him. They know he's in this bank, and he can't find anything. It's Liquid looking to make a withdrawal, looking to lock in the round, but Device's Deagle is fast. And it's left this 2-on-2 open. Falling back to play it passive. From the flower beds is Twist. Grim back at long. The bomb could be stuck. It would be a tricky place. Grim can swing onto it, right? And they need him to. Twist pulls the attention away. There's Device out in the open as well. And so finally, Liquid, they get one on the board.
Looking to slide behind Liquid. There's a flash, but he tucks behind, and Twist doesn't know. He's still holding, still aware of the possibility at least, but Dupree catches him switching. And Stewie's still here. Legs can be seen under that little wood. Device posted for a connector play. 2 players walking their way up. No flash because the mid control just isn't there. They can't get Device off the angle. Device backs up. Smoke in. Stewie holding for Dupree. Naf with his knife out, running as well. Oh, not commed? That's a mistake for Liquid. They know he was here all along. And Dupree catches another. Stewie looking for the trade. The shot goes through. Dupree pushes in. And it's now behind Elige where he finds himself. Free kill for the 4th. Sees quite the tag. Might want to give that to someone with a little bit more health. Only a couple of armored players, though, on Liquid. Stewie's posted with a scout. Flash back in. Goes a bit wider. Glaive doesn't want a full send here. He goes back to fight Elige, who is finished off. Naf grabs the gun. It's a triple peek. How does Glaive line them up so well? Spraying down everyone as Mizius trades for the round. That's opened up a world of hurt for Astralis. But they're going to read it well. They've already sent players up. The rotations are coming through quickly at that. Just got the runs in. Is late to the party. Glaive trying to stall with all his nades. And the M4 is out with the spray. He's so blind, but he gets 1.5, finishing the job onto Stewie. And now Glaive swinging into the smoke. He gets caught blinded by it. And Zipnik's left alone. Clutch on his plate. 10-1. No reason to not give it a go.
Ooh.
Ah, the scope.
He's just a Cyclops, man. He never even unscopes. That's to keep himself silent, keep it concealed. Has dealt with Elige, but one man does make it across. One man slips through the net. However, the bomb is now dropped. And so for Grim, getting into the back line, well, suddenly he's the focal point here for Astralis. They know that he's here. They've got him locked in. And that one gets delivered their way. 11-2.
Assuming Liquid get that close, they've got to eventually. 35 on the clock, getting in deeper. Twist trying to sell the B fake, committed on his own. Not much he can do there. Shows his hand and ducks out as well. They're going to go back through, connected to B potentially. Twist isn't moving. He's finally going to come and join them, so it will be that top site hit. But Twist is going to be late to this one. Device in the hot seat.
There's that opener. First man struck from the tally, and it's Stewie with that AWP. Magisk as well over here at the truck. Does get his head taken off. Glaive swinging in to help out, and Device there. Oh, they do know about Grim, but he's been able to get away with one. It's Twists, and time is the problem. Time's the enemy. And he won't be able to get these kills. Baited into Dupree. The trap was set, and the game is afoot. 12-2. Astralis, an incredibly dominant half. Has this bomb left to play around, and Device with an absolutely stellar game right now. Fakes the drop with his deagle. That leaves him without the sidearm. But he's looking to do this with the primary. Naf, cowering, doesn't want to give the peek over, is just playing around that bomb time, wanting to win it through smarts as opposed to with peaks, and Device is on the bomb. The spray, oh no, he thinks he's off of it. No, that can't be how the half ends. The stick for Device, and he puts up 13. He doesn't need to fight. He'll win it just by holding the E key. And it's all, what's going to happen in the second half? It is the T sides that have often treated Liquid better. This B bomb site has caused real problems for them in the past as well.
Oh, and it's empty. They're playing retake. It's a heavy con setup. Dear, oh dear, free real estate for Astralis. Look, we've got one bomb plant in the entire half. Astralis about to get it in the first. It's a good trade for Grim. But just can molly off the short side. He's stalling it for as long as he can. Elige can't commit through it. There's no smoke for it. Flashes and kits. That's all Liquid have to work with.
There's one of those flashes to try and get the short peek in, and the kills are found. It's Twist to deliver them. It is a convincing look right now, and they even deal with Glaive. So Team Liquid, trying to save face, trying to save their dignity. They get that pistol, they put up a third. This is scary for Naf and Elige, because if they go down, that is your A resistance just broken, right? And suddenly you're rotating players, you can get caught out of position. You're very, very vulnerable to these mind games, and Elige missing that opportunity. If Naf's down here, if he doesn't get much done, then this could be the round in favor of Astralis, because now they're into this 4-on-3. There's that rotation from Stewie away from the B site, but with so much time left on the clock and really so little map control for Liquid, they feel pressured to take advantages elsewhere. While they pressure Zip back away from B, I think now that just really solidifies for Astralis to pick up the pace into this A bomb site, get in the face of Stewie, keep bullying him. He'll try and game them in the smoke, hidden in it with the UMP. There isn't a flash to help him out, but he will go through and find success. Grim coming alive as well at just the right time. Is bailed out by Twist, and now it falls to Zipnix in the 1-on-3. Back in the toilets. Liquid are on the bomb, and Zip's going to be hard-pressed to deny that defuse. I think he knows it as well, so just giving that round over. Yeah, this is the push, right? There's the signal. You don't get much warning. They're already here, breaking through the door of this B site, and the defense crumbles right away. No chance for Liquid. They know it, and you hate having to write this round off. You know, at this point, you need everything you can get your hands on. And so the moment you have that triple stack up on A, you needed those players in the B site to at least go 1-for-1, to even consider giving this an attempt. And so giving over 14.
This is the right read for Liquid, right? They've got 3 on A, they've got the perfect call here, but they need to hit their shots. Good flash, no reaction though for Astralis, no information gain for Liquid. They almost rotate, they almost self-doubt, but Twist comes back up from the stairwell and is here at the right place and the right time. Grim tucked, can't kill the bomb. Magisk dead through the smoke, and still sitting on the site is Twist as he calls for Naf to rotate.
Look at Dupree flanking as well, right? His entire play hinges on even getting this bomb down, and with that not happening, the round is sealed. Dupree's flank is no worry to Team Liquid. It could take this AWP out the hands of Naf, which would be a little bit devastating. But yeah, Naf looks aware of this possibility. Dupree, blindsided by it, goes down after time. Liquid could get hesitant here, that they could choose to move these players away or look to get information, maybe overextend a little bit. And Astralis are committed to this B play. That Molotov is very well timed from Stewie. It slowed down the push. Dupree, trying to go through it, is brought down very, very low. So Twist and Stu will hold it strong in the B. Now, all this attention being given towards the A site hasn't fooled Liquid yet, but we do now see Stewie maybe considering, like, floating that idea. He backed up like he was going to rotate, and then he decides, actually, no, I don't think it's A at all. I've been committed to this B call from the start of the round, and so Liquid doubled down on it. There's 20 seconds as Astralis are going to try and make this push happen. They've left it down to the wire. In goes the utility. Grim with the double. Oh, he's knocking Astralis down, helped out by Twist. And while Device does get the double blinded, surely his journey's brought to an abrupt close by Elige on the swing. 11-14.
Liquid, they've got us believing now. You can't help it. 1 T round in this entire half for Astralis. Flashed into the water area, mollies it down. Liquid have no one here. They're AAA. They take a lot of mid control. They get a lot of info. And now Naf can start to rotate back, get into that B site. He might need to help his team. It looks like it's going to be a fast one for Astralis. Liquid might have to be stuck in a retake here. Grim's fully flashed. Great pop flash. And Glaive running in with a kill. He is traded. Twist can't anchor for long. And now Astralis, now they're in. Running deep, taking the control away from Liquid. The bomb is late, but it will get planted. And Liquid have to make that call. Do we want to retake a man down, or do we throw in the towel?
It's Device who represents a huge problem to Liquid here, and they don't know about it, and they haven't checked for it, so it's free for Device. Stewie not able to catch the trade right away. Will do it eventually, but it's a 2-on-3. Liquid, you know, man, they're up against 15 potentially anyway, so they try and give it a go, but you're looking at Naf in the 1 versus 3. Run. He's out of there with the orb. He's running for the hills. Astralis, they finally reach 15. Now hanging in the balance, now an overtime required, right? Astralis really looking like they're dead set on a B play, and the flash at long has kept the attention over at A just a little bit longer, right? Just keeping a guy like Naf a long ways away, and now that B play's in. This time Liquid have got 3 here. This time they've got the triple hold. Is that going to make all the difference? It's a damn good spray from Grim. Trade through for Device. Now Stewie trying to step up and over he goes, but not quite able to offer up that shot. Having to drop down, but a couple of pot shots whizzing over the heads of Astralis. Glaive getting deep, very, very deep indeed into this site, and he's very close to Twist. Spams him out of the round. 30 seconds, and Astralis have got to go back for the bomb. They've left the most important thing all the way back here in T-Spawn. They're even paranoid that Liquid have it, so they've taken more time out of their day now in retrieving this package. Device has been holding down the site, and going silent could work in their favor in that Naf is now holding for a flank, but you've still got to worry about Elige and Stewie. Elige tries to go over, but Device has plucked them both out of thin air, and now it's Naf in the clutch. This would have to be unreal, and it's not going to come through. Device pops off. He might have been a little bit quiet in that second half, but he returns to being the hero we know he can be. Liquid, though, they've had good results on Dust domestically. It has still looked like a strong map for them. And I think here, you're going to be looking at that little duo of Naf and Stewie again to try and step up with these AWPs where it might matter most if Liquid do want to stay alive. Now, we've seen so many almost comebacks, but no one in a grand final remembers the games that you almost came back in, right? We need a strong start here from Liquid. We need a precedent set early on. And already, there's a lot of aggression coming in towards Cat.
Yeah, Elige has been unplugged right now, but can he be unhinged up on the catwalk? It's looking like a B play for Astralis. A man down, crunching into the site. Grim, no support yet. Naf is throwing in flashes. Stewie's coming on a wrap, but he won't commit as well as they double back. Astralis see Liquid in the back line, and they try and fight. They try and hunt them down with the Glocks. Oh, it's a mess. It's a murder. Stewie has the knife out. It's a 2-on-4, and that double back for Astralis, they walked right into the Lion's Den. They walked right into the trap set by Liquid. It's just Sipnix and not for long.
3-6 in terms of them and Astralis going head-to-head on Dust 2. Oh, it's a little bit ugly, but Zip will open the round up. And so this first rifle buy for the Danes already off to a good start. They've gotten everyone out through long, all 5 here. This is destined to be an A play through and through. But with so much time, you know, that could always change. Certainly doesn't look like it, right? You don't run this conga line up the close side if you're not planning on ending A. So Elige is going to have his work cut out for him, and they're way closer than he was ready for. He's dueling Device back at Pit. Mate, they're already in the site with you. And so Astralis have got A under lock and key. The bomb plant can go down for long, rather, as well, and that's going to cause a host of more problems for Team Liquid. The nade doing bonus damage, and that, yeah, that's the save solidified, right?
V Device. who's had reasonable.
Well, if that doesn't send a message, I don't know what else will. Elysian Twists are like trying to undo the hellish situation that Glaive has put them in. I'm at a loss for words. Stewie just can't catch a break. He just got AK'd on the mid-cross, for crying out loud. Liquid do at least have the advantage, but they're quick to throw it away with the aggression. And just when you think maybe they're in with a chance, this behemoth of Astralis instantly snaps back. And it's them in the advantage now. It's them laughing. Grim will put Liquid back into contest in this round. However, Short's been given up. The A bomb site's got nobody in it. Glaive's outbraining Stu every step of the way when he's not nailing him through the mid doors.
Fast cat retake. There's a chance in this round for Liquid. No kit. They got to go quick. Glaive with a kill and Zip with a trade. Blink and you miss it. That 2-on-2 falls to Dust. On Dust as Astralis find a fourth.
They're so patient. Not giving anything away that would insinuate this B play coming through. And so it's raw reactions for Liquid. You need this little double stack to get away with something. The CZ dealt with right away. It's Twist's Deagle to step up to the mark. Delivering that double has given Liquid a chance in this 4-spy round. They get players in through the window, and Alicia's Deagle roaring to life now as well. It's left to Zip to navigate this 1v3. Does have the bomb, but with only 15 seconds, starts to plug in those numbers, and it's not the fake like Liquid were banking on. There's the tunnels flank given up as well. Nice. The swing from the doors is good for Elige. 3 on the Deagle, 2 for Twists. And between them, they find that third round for Liquid. And in rounds where they haven't, right, it's often also worked to their advantage because it leaves Liquid guessing, it leaves them nervous. This round is another one of the faster, more aggro plays up through Cat. The utility's good to repel it, and look at that, all 5 Danes, conga line down into mid, and out they go. Stewie, who's had a very unfortunate time in middle, not going to be given a chance to step up. Instead, they've baited the mid play, back through the tunnels they go, and Grim is left as the sole B-site defender. There's the first. Can he manage any more? Device will instantly trade that back in favor of Astralis. And Stewie, while he does get away with some damage, it's not the killing blow that might have been needed to attempt this retake. A 3-on-4. These are ones that traditionally you just write off. You just don't even attempt. Yeah. And that's the case here for Liquid. Naf taking a peek ahead of the flash, and then will be re-flashed back in, but blinded. That's where Elige now throws this into the site, and sadly, they're both wiped out in an instant. You thought that might have given them something, but it doesn't. Astralis, they don't give, they only take away.
As this B play looks to come in before the mid-contact as well, Dupree is just selling a bit of attention, a bit of diversion. There's that flank from Twist that we were waiting for. Timing is everything, 15 seconds.
Yeah, they know it's B, right? But you got to hold down the site. Knowing's only half the battle, and if you're not winning those fights, then the round may as well have never belonged to you. Twists has at least brought us back into a 3-on-3. As mentioned, Liquid, the rounds they've been winning are the ones where they've got these openers. Is this now where that trend ends? Device cancelling Twists out, leaving it on Elige and Naf. These two haven't seen much action yet, but there's Naf's AWP continuing to deliver, and that suddenly got Liquid intrigued. Now, a lot of time has ticked off this bomb, and going back up into the window is Glaive, getting ahead of them. Elige left in the clutch, but Device is low, and jumping down into the crosshair. It's Elige to get the kills, but there's just not enough time. Doesn't have the kit. Oh, there's one drop next to the bomb anyway. He spends all that time like indecisive about grabbing the AWP. Maybe if he just ran for it, I think he would have had time.
Yeah. Good timing on the smoke, but Astralis are grouping for it with the bomb as well. In the meantime, Liquid, aggression is the answer. It's the key, and it's the B push that gives him so much more information. Elige knows they're coming as a smoke phase. He sprays, and he gets a double. It's a team flash for Glaive. The cause is Dupree's death, and Elige will dish out more at that. Nice shot from Naf. And Device in a 1-on-5 might even be thinking about save.
And they're even aware of that. Now, he's going to maybe get a chance to find Grim through mid, but Grim goes aggressive, decides, yeah, hanging around in what is essentially a shooting gallery to Device might not be the funnest time, but they are hunting down this AWP. They do want to take it away. I don't want to risk ruining their own money just to do so, because now Device knows he's being hunted. He knows they're closing in. The enemy are at the gates, and Device is ready to go with the defenses.
Look at the respect.
I mean, you got to give it, right? You have to, because if he gets even one more kill, suddenly it's like, yeah, we win the round, but we're kind of set up for disaster, looking for the future. He would be the man to step up. He is the kind of guy we need right now for Liquid. So Naf, the pressure's on to get the attention. And instead, Elige, they read him like a book. Only the tag for Naf. This fast flank from Twists, and Stewie now has to deliver it all because the A site is compromised. There's Twists emerging, but the smoke's down. Bomb site given over. Liquid. They had that chance. It was all hinging on the success of the double short setup, and it finds absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Astralis well researched, right? And that's something that doesn't fall into as much favor as Liquid. Glaive was saying yesterday after defeating Na'Vi that he'd rather play Liquid in the grand finals over Big, because you know how much prep and how much homework Big do. He said that he doesn't think the Liquid do anywhere near the same amount, nor, you know, have that same awareness. We've already seen Big beat Astralis in this tournament. Liquid, they're struggling to get a map. Grim, oh, the turn, Glaive. That was his kill on a plate, and he looks away as Grim walks out the doors. I love the confidence, but can he net another? Yes, Grim is on Dust 2 deathmatch right now, and he's found a couple of kills for Liquid. This has to be a round win for the North Americans as Astralis creep up long with 3.
Look at the read though, right? Because Grim's got all this info, and Astralis know he's getting all this info, so they've got no choice but to commit to the A play, and in doing so, they run into this stack. Team Liquid trying to score a flawless round, and they might. Zip, the only man left standing in what should be an impossible 1v5. Trapped at the ramp, utility not permitting, and it's Stewie to send them packing from A. A huge opener to that round from Grim. Going back to A isn't going to be plain sailing, though. Twists holding down the long doors. This should be a fight that goes his way. And now they hear the cat utility coming out as well, so Naf is primed and ready back in the bomb site. Twists got that one dead to rights, and now Naf waiting at ramp. He can get set up with flashes, or he can just peek without them. It might be another flawless round for Liquid. The flash is raining in, Device is blind as ever, and there it is.
Pistols in the final chance for Astralis. Back to a long, fast play for Device. He's the only man committed. It's Elige fighting in front of the Xbox smoke, and he lines them up with the AUG. A 3-piece with the bomb dropped. Simple stuff for Liquid. This should be their best half yet.
Yeah, now it's just a formality, right? Or at least it should be. And now I think it definitely is. Device alone, and they're all eager to put up that 7th R Liquid.
And nothing standing in their way, surely. Glaive fighting in middle. Liquid jump up on Cat. They've got the mid-flash to get them there. Tucked at longest Device with the Zip baiting them in. He's flashed out. Device's time to surprise, and Grim's right into his prying eyes. Nice shot from Device, dropping the bomb as well. And now Zip has swung to the pit. There's so many players fighting on the long side. Stewie does get one, but that's all Liquid have to play with in this round. He's too far away. Naf trying to get something done, giving up on long. Device hunts him down with a USP, and Stewie 2K, a trade, but a 1-on-3 with the bomb under a Danish control.
And look at Astralis, man. They're swarming it. They don't want to let Stewie get back in, and so everyone is here ready to fight this. Stewie, what can you even do? The smoke is down to add insult to injury. Ugh, yeah, I was going to say he tried to go through it, but that's not going to happen, man, surely. He's taken the Glock, anticipating that they might be playing close to this smoke. Needs the extra ammo as well if he's going to deal with all 3, and that's a pretty mammoth task. Look at Zip, man, waiting up on the plat, puts that pistol into the Astralis camp. Oh, they get Twist through CT, but that's been heard. Look, Astralis looks so ready for it. Zip over here at the ramp as well, and there's the swing. Twist dead in the water. And even as they move into this A site, you've still got to worry about Dupree swinging late from Goose. That's the bomb dropped. 15 seconds, and the utility is keeping Liquid out of this bomb site. Stewie trying to deliver while he is good for the first. Someone needs to get that bomb down, and to do that, you need to deal with Zip at the ramp. He's trying to deny it, but he can't quite find these kills. Naf has brought it down to the realm of a 2v2, a chance for Liquid as they try and crunch onto Magisk, but he wins the fight with the Famous, and just like that, it's 11 for Astralis, the first rifle round. So damn close. But Magisk dependable, the read is there, the flashes are good, the utility so punishing to Team Liquid. Still, a lot of utility, the one kit in this round on the back of Magisk. And they are looking interested. They are looking to see what they can get away with. That spam doing damage, not quite finishing Grim off, but then it will. And suddenly it's sniped back into a 2-on-4. The molly, the read, Elige is burnt out. And so it's Naf who has to do the impossible. He's mollied out, they're on the bomb, and even though it's the short plant, they are actually hunting him. They're not defusing it right away. And Zip doesn't even have the kit. Naf doesn't realize how much of a chance Astralis just gave him. But it wasn't meant to be either way. 12 on the board for the Danes, closer and closer to that title. We have just let them out. We have just given up the site. There's a good chance that Liquid can get a buy, or get by rather. Nothing found through the smoke. It's kind of hinging on this nade to bring us back into even odds. And if it doesn't, it is probably just the save for Astralis.
Yeah, Stewie, the only man who was actually low and could have died to the nade, was watching for the late long play. So no worry for Liquid. The plant comes in and Astralis concede.
This fight could decide so much for either team. It's the collateral from Device. The worst case scenario for Liquid. Device has just done them in. That's the cat play off the cards. He's even gotten back onto the car as well. Now he could look to help out in middle. He can look to assist his teammate here in Dupree. Liquid are clutching at straws. They need anything. They don't have time to go slowly anymore. They've got to commit. They've got to play with the hand they've been dealt, and it's a bad hand at that. Up through mid, Grim charging in. Naf trying to split from the tunnels, but they haven't checked the car, and Dupree is tearing them down. It's all left onto Stewie. 7 seconds on the clock, and this round was never meant to be. It's a nice shot, but there's just not enough time. And Stewie now, time might be his undoing twice. If he goes down, that is heartbreak for Liquid. Waiting right now.
It's a good setup.
Device looking to be that first man in. Flash goes over, Zips out of the round, and Device knows at this point this one might be too far gone. That molly really seals the deal. And so Liquid trying to stay afloat, put a 9th up on the board. Still a long ways to go before this even feels remotely doable. But we know they've been good in these late-game comebacks. Device takes both the weapons out of their hands and gets the AWP out of it. Even getting one here would be huge. That smoke fades. Magisk, UMP, waiting for these kills to come his way. Elige first man in, he hears the flashes, he knows fights are about to come over. Device is even here to help out, and that AWP, while it is good for one, they give it the respect to get back to the car. That might be their undoing. The short play now from Twists. Oh, Device reads it in with the flick, burning alive, and the collateral in the flames. The ace for Device, and what a way to put up 14. That is unheard of. Device doing them dirty from the car. Elige is going to get out at least, right? Trying to gimmick his way around these smokes, and there might be a kill on his plate after all. Re-smoke into CT, Dupree gets ahead of it. Oh no, it's all falling apart. 15 for Astralis, one away from an incredibly dominant best-of-5 series to take the title.
And the end of 2020 could be glorious after all. It could be all Danish. Dupree, quick nade, it's good. Naf. Fast cat with a gang. It's Twist running the gauntlet right up towards the short side. He runs out mid with a bomb. He's leading the charge. There is no chill for Liquid. But Astralis concede. They give it up. They go, you want middle, you can have it. We'll smoke ourselves off in the door. It's a push through the smoke. Grim with one. Magist trades. He's low on ammo. 6 bullets. The UMP battle. The Twist takes him down instead. Stu drops in the site, and the bomb should get planted. Astralis, they're not done yet.
They're going to give it everything they got, but look at the aggression, look at the call from Astralis. They mean business. That last round was a fluke as far as they're concerned. The aggression netting them the opener. A man down for Liquid. They have struggled in these time and time again, and Device is the man to extend it further in favor of Astralis. Now stood on that finish line. 3 players is all that stands between them and a title. The bomb making its way into the site. Twistzz winning that fight at long as well. Gives them a chance in the post plant. A slim chance, but something to hold on to. Something to fight for. Flash in, Astralis still invested, still interested, and dupreeh with the quick flick gets rid of a liege. Grim at the ramp is very, very low. He's doing damage, but they've lost him, and it's Twistzz alone in the 1v3. dupreeh with the kill, and Astralis grab that 16th. They take the 3rd, and that does mean that they've done it. My, oh my, in a year that was dominated by every team except the Danes, the one true Kings have retaken their throne, etching another notch onto that Intel Grand Slam. They've blazed a trail. They've slain every single beast that stood in their way. And now once again, they stand ready to close the year out as legends.
Hollywood person.